Okay, so we have covered operators, and along with that we have covered if else also, right? So let's move on to loops, right? How do we do these loops? Okay, so the loops also, the for loop, while loop is already there, just as C, just as we do it in C, in the same way we do it in JavaScript also. Okay, that's the same thing. But in JavaScript, we just have some extra ways in which you can loop through, like for example, objects and arrays. So that we are going to see. Okay, so let's create a new file here. Loops.js. Okay, so and let's, before we forget, change the file name also. Okay, so now what we do is we will create a simple array. Okay, so we'll create a simple array of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. Okay, so normally if we have to loop through, we will say var for var I is equal to 0, and then we will say I less than array dot length. Okay, so array dot length is a function which gives the length of an array. Okay, so so to find the length, you need not do any separate coding. So there are certain methods given for an array objects, which you can refer to in W3 schools. We'll not go in detail like all those methods, but just know that uh, either for strings or arrays, there are methods, okay, which you can refer to, which you can make, which makes your development process quicker. Okay, so just keep in mind that array has certain methods to either push into an array, or add an element on into an array, or delete an element from an array, or just clear an array. So for all these things, there are already predefined methods which are given as part of JavaScript, which you can refer to in W3 schools when needed. Okay, so you need not spend so much time now exploring all those things, because our aim is to learn the language quickly. Okay, so now you can say I plus plus, and then you can just give here console.log and array of I. So this is one way, the old school C way of defining the for loop. Okay, so let's test this and see if this is working, because we told the syntax is same as C, right? And this worked. Okay, so you can define loops like this also. Okay, so but there is another way, easier way of doing the same thing. Okay, I'll just comment it out. So what you need to do is, there is an operator called off. Okay, so you just have to give the for here, and you will say x, any variable, right? It could be x or I or any variable, and you just have to use off array. Okay, so how this loop works, right? It first goes into the loop, and it will take the first element of the array and put it in the x. Okay, and it goes into the loop. Then again it comes back, and then it will take the second value of this array and it will put into this x. Okay, so whatever you were doing, right, the index increment of this index, and you were doing array of I, all that you need not do. Okay, so that this is a simple statement. So what it does is, it will go into the loop, take the first element of the array, put it in the x, and then again go here, take the second element, and it reassigns that second element into the x, and again goes back, takes the third element, reassigns it to the x, and it goes on and on and on like this until all the elements of the array are complete. Okay, and so at any point x holds the latest value, so you just have to log x here, right? So now if you refresh the page and see, you will get the same results as we have got earlier. So if I just add one more element here, so that element also will come in. So it is the same thing, we are just putting it in a different way. and this is we are using of here. Okay, there is one more thing to access the objects. Okay, like we saw earlier that we have the JSON objects we can use, right? So if I just give like this, and then key 2 and then value 2, right? So if you have to loop through this JSON objects, then how do you do it? So then you don't use this off operator. Instead, you use in operator there. Okay, so if you say x in object, okay, so x in object, and then you just have to console log x. Okay, so if you're not sure what is coming as part of x, right? So just console log it, then you will know what is the value inside it. Okay, so that is the way you just print the and debug. So let's suppose I'm just expecting that it will just loop through this object and assign some value to x, but I don't know what value it will assign. Will it assign this key 1 or will it assign this key 1 colon value? So how exactly what value this x contains, that I'm not sure. So what I'll do, I'll just console log that x just to see what exactly it is trying to do. So it contains only the key value. So it contains key 1 and key 2. So it doesn't contain this entire thing. Okay, we will expect that once we saw this array, right, we will expect this entire element to be present as part of object, but that as part of x, sorry, but that's not happening. Only the key, the names of the keys are available as part of this x. So if you have to get the value from that particular key, right, what you need to do is you need to say object of this x, just like as you access any array in the C, right? Generally we access array using integers, but in JavaScript we can access arrays using the names also, like using the string, the key names. Okay, so this is the way you will access. So this object is an array and you are just passing the key value, whatever the key which we got here, right? Where we have seen here, all the available keys are being printed, right? If you have one more key value pair, like key 3 and value 3, the key name, right, this name like key 1, key 2 and key 3 are being printed here, which means that x is holding all these key values one by one. So all we need to do is we need to pass that key to the object to get the value of it. Okay, so let's now see here. So the value got printed. So if you have to print both, let us suppose we can just say x, and then I can just say, okay, now it will print the key and then it will print the colon and it will print the value. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this is how you will use. So for objects like JSON you use in operator, and for arrays like this you use of operator. Okay, so that's how it works. Thank you.